You are standing in front of a thick glass wall at a zoo. On the other side, an orangutan sits in silence. People around you wave, smile, point, and raise their phones. Someone taps the glass. Someone laughs. Someone tries to make the animal react. For a while, the orangutan does nothing. Then it turns its head. Slowly, it walks toward the glass, sits down in front of you, and looks directly into your eyes. Not at your camera. Not at your hand. At you. And for one strange second, the entire situation reverses. You are no longer the visitor looking at an animal. You are the thing being observed. That feeling is hard to explain. It is not fear exactly. It is recognition. The quiet shock of realizing there may be someone behind those eyes, watching you with a mind of its own. Humans have always been comfortable looking at animals. We label them, film them, train them, study them, and put them behind glass. We tell ourselves they see us as moving objects, threats, food providers, or background noise. But what if that is wrong? What if, when an animal looks at you, it is not simply reacting? What if it is evaluating you? To understand another mind, a creature may first need some sense of its own. That is why the mirror test became so famous. In 1970, psychologist Gar Dunn Gallup Jr. used mirrors to ask a disturbing question: can an animal recognize itself? Many animals see a reflection and treat it like another creature. They bark, attack, display, or ignore it. But some great apes behave differently. Chimpanzees and orangutans have shown the ability to use a mirror to inspect marks on their own bodies. That means something extraordinary. The reflection is not another animal. It is me. Self-recognition does not make an animal human, but it cracks open a door. Because once a creature has a sense of me, the next question becomes unavoidable. Can it also understand you? And the answer is becoming more uncomfortable. Some animals appear capable of metacognition, thinking about their own thinking. Rhesus monkeys, for example, have shown signs of uncertainty monitoring. In tests, they can avoid difficult choices when they seem unsure, or seek more information before deciding. That may sound small. It is not. A creature that knows when it does not know is not just reacting blindly. It is monitoring its own mind. It is standing, in some basic way, outside its own thought process and judging it. Now imagine that kind of mind looking back at a human through glass. It may not think in words. It may not ask, "Who is this person?" the way we would. But it may still be reading posture, attention, emotion, intention, and pattern. Animals do this constantly. A horse can react differently to an angry human face than a happy one. Dogs watch our gestures and smell our stress. Crows remember dangerous human faces. Great apes follow gaze, read social tension, and respond to what others can or cannot see. To them, humans are not just shapes. We are signals. A human approaching too fast means one thing. A human staring directly means another. A human carrying food, a tool, a leash, a rifle, or a needle becomes a different kind of animal entirely. And sometimes, they may understand more than we want to admit. One of the most famous and controversial stories comes from Washoe, the chimpanzee taught signs adapted from American Sign Language. Washoe became a symbol of the possibility that a non-human mind could communicate with ours. In one story told by her caretakers, a researcher returned after being absent for weeks. Washoe had also experienced loss in her own life. When the woman came back, Washoe reportedly signed "cry" and touched the area near the woman's eye. Whether we interpret that as language, empathy, memory, or something more cautious, the moment still has power. Because it suggests an animal was not merely seeing a human body. It was responding to a human emotional world. That is the real mystery. Not whether animals think about us exactly as humans think about them. They almost certainly do not. A chimpanzee does not build a human biography in its head. A horse does not classify your personality type. A crow does not write a moral theory about people. But animals may ask older, sharper questions. Are you safe? Are you dangerous? Are you watching me? Do you know what I know? Can I trust your hands? Will you feed me, trap me, hurt me, or leave? Those questions are not primitive. They are survival intelligence. They are the kind of thinking that existed long before human language. This is where wild qualia becomes impossible to enter. What does a human look like from inside an orangutan's mind? Not as a zoo visitor, not as a superior species, but as a strange upright animal, loud, restless, overconfident, smelling of soap, metal, food, plastic, fear, and curiosity. What are we to them? Predators? Caretakers? Prison guards? Companions? Unstable gods behind glass? We do not know. We can study behavior. We can measure attention, memory, stress, gaze, and problem solving. But we cannot step fully inside another species' experience. We cannot feel the world through an ape's eyes, a horse's body, a crow's memory, or a dog's nose. Still, the wall keeps getting thinner. Every decade, science removes another piece of our arrogance. Tool use was not ours alone. Grief was not ours alone. Memory was not ours alone. Self-awareness, emotion, uncertainty, and social intelligence are not simple human property. They exist on a spectrum, and we are not standing outside that spectrum. We are inside it. So the next time you stand in front of glass and a wild animal looks back, be careful with what you assume. That stillness may not be emptiness. That stare may not be random. Behind those eyes may be an ancient mind doing exactly what you are doing. Watching, measuring, wondering. You came there to look at an animal, but for one silent moment, the animal may be looking at you and asking its own version of the same question. What are you?